Along the lines of local storage, we also have session storage. The difference is how long the data stays with the user for. Local storage, the data stays alive until a script from the same website destroys it or the user clears their cache. Session storage, however, stays alive until the window is closed. To tell if a user can use session storage, use the same code as local storage. Again, we would just run the script and it would alert us if we are accepted or not accepted. Now if you run that and you are accepted, then you can use the session storage too. To store data in a user session, we use the following code. Session storage, with a capital S in storage, dot variable name, and then our value. And to access it, it's just like local storage. But instead of local storage.myname, we use session storage.myname. Session storage and local storage are the same for storing data, but session is much more temporary. Try this. Add this code to a new HTML page and click the button that appears. Once you've clicked the button a few times, refresh the page, which is typically your F5 button, then close the window and reopen it. Notice what happens. The script will actually guide you along, and so you don't have to read step by step. So here's all the code. Feel free to pause it here and just copy this over. I know that copying sucks by hand without using copy and paste. However, this does get you a little bit more familiar with some of the terminology and how the syntax for JavaScript works. We have a script, close the script. We have a function, we named it counter. We checked if we can use local or session storage. This checks to see if our session storage.counter is positive, which is the number 1 or greater. If it is, for example, number 1, it's going to add itself. Otherwise, it's going to set session storage.counter as the number 1. And the next time it's accessed, it's going to go +1, +1, +1. We use document get element by ID number, which is our blank div at the bottom. And we're going to change our inner HTML to our counter number, the value of our session storage.counter. This you don't really need to know. This is just kind of to guide you along with the example while you're actually using the script in your own page. Now if you went through all that trouble and it didn't work, or you really just want to get to the end of the video before you do anything, I'm actually going to show you an example of how it works right now. So this is our example page. This is the script that we used from here. Now if I click add another one, add another one, add another one, right? It's going to keep adding my number up. So it's going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I refresh the page, which I'm just going to hit F5, well, nothing's going to show up. However, it remembered that I was at number 8 and is going to go up to number 9, number 10, number 11, etc., etc. Now you won't be able to see this from the recording, but I'm going to close this window. Alright, I closed it and I opened up a new one. That's the exact same page. And now what happens when I click add another one? It starts me off at 1 again, and then 2, and it has to start all over again. This is because when you close the window, as session storage, it is destroyed completely. However, if you just refresh it, then all your information is saved. And this is the opposite of local storage. With local storage, if you close the window and you came back to it at a later time, you can still access local storage.myname. Now remember that difference between local storage and session storage. Session storage is obviously started with session storage, and local storage instead of session just looks like local. And that's everything for HTML5 storage.